I think that Diebuster is the perfect sequel. I think that it builds on everything Gunbster did and everything Gunbster tried to do, and I think it does everything better. Gunbster does amazing stuff, but I think in almost every department, I think it's outgunned by Diebuster. It carries forward all the important themes, the amazing, limitless possibility of human potential, the coming-of-age story. It reflects, a lot of the relationships, but puts a new twist on them. I think it does an even better job than Gunbster of communicating like the isolation and loneliness of heroes and people, like great ones, people with great responsibility that are meant to like do great things on the stage of history. Of course, it has the hard work and gut stuff. I mean, when it comes down to it, I feel like much more than being hard sci-fi, these shows fall back on like Ganbare. We're going to do it because of hard work and guts. That's how we're going to do it. And I think like there are parts in the, I love the cast of Diebuster way more. I think the personalities are larger and more outsized, and they're all more lovable. And there's more of them around for longer. And I found them more relatable and less distant, easier to empathize with and get behind, from the two protagonists, Nono and Lark, on down to the mechanic and the sort of washed up topless pilot. And like, there are parts in the middle of Gunbster which I just found boring. And like, it starts and ends really well, and there are some good scenes in the middle of Gunbster, but they're like long kind of lulls for me. Whereas I think the middle character building stuff in Diebuster is so good, and it's informed by Evangelion, and that was obvious to me, and it's just really well done, really well cut and directed. Like the scenes between Lark and Nono in the room watching movies, and their confrontations, and the way that Taiko figures into it. I don't know. I just loved all that. I just related more and found the character dynamics more compelling. I was rooting harder for these people. And like, also structurally, I think like it carries on that thing in Gunbster where the first half is like pretty linear, and then the second half there's a lot of like shuffling of the deck chairs, rearranging of the chess pieces, that's what I said. And so like in that way, in those like thematic ways, I think they're pretty similar. But again, I think Diebuster, the way it carries those things forward is a step up. And, as you both have said, like the spectacle, which I'm a big fan of, is tremendous. I like the early battles. The midpoint battle is amazing. When that moment when Nono is revealed as Buster Machine number 7. Holy shit, that was a fucking moment. When she like teleported from Pluto to Jupiter, that was fucking incredible. I loved the shit out of that. And it started playing the original Gunbster music, and she was making the pose of the Gunbster robot. It was so fucking awesome.
You've been experiencing an excerpt from the Warui Deshou Anime Podcast. To get the full episode, or any of our full episodes, you can subscribe to us on iTunes, visit our page on SoundCloud, or go to waruidesho.wordpress.com.